Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi ndio Sifuna.
Mimi ndio Sifuna.
Ongea mambo yangu Sifuna, ujue mimi ndio mwanzilishi wa ODM.
Hata sisi vile wewe ulikuja ukisema hasla, sisi tunakuja tukiimba tu one time.
The lives of Sifuna, your lives are going to catch up with you. Baba in himself questioned the one-term concept and theory. And he said, whether you say one-term or nyef or whatever, Baba was ready to work with William Samoei Ruto until 2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Havana Media, where we don't just report politics, we dissect power. But before we continue, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share out, because this time we want to hit 50k subscribers. And also don't forget that we are on TikTok. Go there, search Havana Media TV. Follow us so that we can give you every inch of the story. Today, the Orange Democratic Movement is shaking from within. Edwin Sifuna has been removed as ODM Secretary General. Is this discipline or political betrayal? Let's talk about it.
Having deliberated on matters relating to the conduct of the Secretary General, Senator Edwin Sifuna, the NEC resolved to remove him from office with immediate effect in accordance with the party constitution and applicable laws. Effectively, the Deputy Secretary General, Honorable me, yours truly, Catherine Omanyo, will act in this position until a substantive holder of the position is elected. The NEC reaffirmed ODM's commitment to democratic governance, constitutionalism, social justice, and the pursuit for a broad-based, inclusive, and reform-oriented government that reflects the will and aspirations of the Kenyan people. Issued at Mombasa this 11th day of February 2026.
ODM has always branded itself as the most structured opposition party in Kenya. But recently, internal cracks have been becoming impossible to ignore. Edwin Sifuna, vocally, fearless and often controversial, has been at the center of major political confrontations, but defending party position aggressively to publicly clashing within fellow ODM leaders. Sifuna has never been silent Secretary General. But now, the internal murmur suggests a major shakeup in the party leadership, uncomfortable within his style. Sifuna paying the price of refusing to align with shifting internal power dynamics. Sources within ODM circle indicate growing tension between Sifuna and section of the party top leadership. Some accuse him of contradicting official positions. Others say he has become too independent. And in politics, independent can be dangerous.
You were at the forefront of the campaign to remove Edwin Sifuna from the Secretary General's position. Are you happy now?
Well, it's not a question of being happy, Jeff. We need to understand that the most talked about party for almost 2 decades in this country is ODM. And it's not by accident. But we have also to realize that ODM is at a turning point, because a bigger part of ODM has been lost. That is Raila Odinga. If there is any time that ODM needed coherence in terms of communication and unity, it is this time.
Tell me something. What sin did Sifuna commit?
What sin did Sifuna commit? Sifuna is supposed to be the spokesperson of the party. When you are spokesperson of the party, you don't speak your mind to the public, contrary to what the party has resolved. What you speak is what the party has resolved. So your mind you speak in the meeting. If it is central committee, you express yourself. Once a decision has been taken, at the Central Committee or National Executive Committee, that binds. If you don't want to communicate that position, the best thing, the most honorable thing you do is to quit that position.
This big question, is ODM cleaning house, or is this about silencing dissent within? Remember, Sifuna has been one of the strongest public defenders of ODM. He has stood firm in national debates, challenged government policy, and even clashed within alliance when he felt the party was drifting.
I am not very happy that when we pass resolutions here, some of the members of this committee, some of the members of the Central Committee, who are policy makers of this party, go out to say exactly the contrary of what we have agreed in committees. It is okay if other members of our party exercise democratic right to say what they like. But really it is not right for me as a party leader to go out and shout what was not agreed and what is my own personal view, and I go and say that it is my democratic right. If it is your democratic right, then there is chaos in the country. Democracy does not mean chaos. Democracy must have some discipline.
Is loyalty now defined differently? Is internal democracy under threat, or is this simply party discipline in action?
This party is a party like a club. When you join a club, you have to obey the rules of that club. You cannot disobey the rules of the club and you continue to pride yourself that I am the party leader of ODM and yet I contradict everything that ODM is saying officially. If you have anything that you agree with or you disagree with, this is a forum for you as a NEC. Raise those issues here. Let members decide. But once the members have decided, if you are in minority, the minority will have their right to say and the majority will have their way. That is the principle of democracy. The minority have a right to say and the majority have their way. That is why you do elections. If you are in minority, you follow what the majority have decided.
Political analysts say ODM may be recalibrating its strategy ahead of future election. A Secretary General plays a key role in shaping messaging and strategy. If leadership feels misalignment, change becomes inevitable. But here's where it gets interesting. If Sifuna has been removed, does he walk away quietly? Or does he become a powerful internal critic? Kenya politics has shown us one thing. When internal war begins, the opposition weakens and the ruling side benefits.
The likes of Sifuna, your lies are going to catch up with you. Baba himself questioned the one-term concept and theory. And he said, whether you say one term or nyef or whatever, Baba was ready to work with William Samoei Ruto until 2027. And you see a book on top of a table. Know that Uhuru Emongawe. Member of Rangwe constituency, I want to stand with Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And in the bottom of our negotiations, we will be ready to go and negotiate with him to remove him out of his seat. We can negotiate for anything else, but we defend the presidency and leave it to Ruto.
So, is this a strategic reshuffle or a dangerous political gamble? Havana Media asked the tough questions. What do you think? Is it time a new direction in the party? Drop your comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. This is Havana Media. In politics, nothing happens by accident. My name is Wanchala Bethwell. See you in the next episode.